Hello, everybody. I'm Kimberly McDuffie. I am in Military, Community, and Family Policy. I just wanted to share a few words of wisdom with you before I make my departure and let you all know how awesome this adventure and this ride has been. For many of you that know me, you would automatically realize by this video that just a simple email of, oh, take care, it's been great working with you all, I wish you all the best, is not my style. Not that I don't wish you all the best, it's just a simple email isn't enough for me to express my gratitude for this opportunity. I come from a military environment. My father is a retired Command Sergeant Major in the U.S. Army for 30 years. And he was about to transition into a second retirement from the Mecklenburg County Sheriff's Department as a deputy sheriff there. After 10 years, my mom's side of the family, there's a lot of military family members that are there that have been served as well as been dependents. I was once married into the military and began to make the government my life. This is what I know, and this is what I always thought I did best. September 22nd, 2013, I experienced a near-death experience where I was left with 3% chance of survival, no brain activity. I was on life support and in a coma for 4 days. And as doctors advised my family to bid me farewell with the death sentence that they had written off only by textbook, not that they didn't believe, but it's what they were taught. Faith and our trust and belief in God let my family know that there's something greater for me. Well, I have come to learn that during that episode and that miraculous miracle recovery, that it wasn't death for me. It wasn't the end of my life. It was just the beginning. And the future that God has in store for me was so significant that He actually took time to separate and sever my spirit from my being so that they could have a conversation about the future and about the changes and the difference that I would make. There was no way that my flesh could be involved with that conversation because of fear and doubt and intimidation for the great things that are to come that I've been called and required to do. So now that I have been relinquished from the presence of my Savior and placed back into this mortal being in this vessel, this one that I keep toned and work out on. Now that I'm back, it is time for me to go forth and prosper as He has called me to do. It is time for me to go forth and live life and live it more abundantly. Some think that what I'm doing is just insane. It doesn't make sense. You've been with the government so long, why would you want to leave the Pentagon? Why would you want to leave that area? Because the Bible told me to go forth and teach all nations. And that's what I'm about to do. I have to go forth. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. You all are doing a phenomenal opportunity for those first. Those that are first on the front line. Those that are first in fight. Those that are first at the scene of a crime caused by injustice. Those of you that are out there that are working and making a difference in our education system, in our healthcare system, in our government, in the way we pay taxes and what we do with our taxes in Congress and Senate and everywhere else, all branches of this United States government, you are doing what you have been called to do. But look inside your heart. If you have been asked, if you have felt a passion, if you have felt summoned by something to do more, but you can't quite identify it, if spending 2 hours in traffic is no longer enough for you. For those of you that realize that 4 cups of coffee is not giving you the energy that you need, it's not fulfilling and satisfying like it used to be, even black, extra sugar, creamer, hazelnut creamer, Irish creamer, all the different ways that we start our days. If you are finding that there's something missing and something lacking, it's not just an internal search that you have to do, but what knowledge, skills, and ability do you have that this world needs beyond just our service members? Not that they aren't worthy, not that they aren't deserving, they are. But sometimes they need something that has nothing to do with the government. What would happen if you smiled all day long? What would happen if you shared a kind word with someone? What would happen if you looked at the homeless person and spoke to them and not in the opposite direction? What would happen if we made up in our minds not to swear at the person that cut us off on 295? What would happen if we intentionally set aside a weekend to go out and pick up trash off the side of the road? What would happen? what would happen? I'm going to go find out. I have been called to greater. I have been equipped for greater. I have been qualified for greater. I have been mobilized for greater in this world, because greater is he that is in me than he that's in the world. I cannot tell you what is going to happen next, but I can tell you that I'm moving forward in faith and trust in God. I'm moving forward with great confidence and peace that passes all understanding. I'm moving forward with an intention to make a difference, not for myself and not for an individual, but for a community, for a city, for a state, for a country, for a nation, for this world. And I'm going to do it day by day and bit by bit. I am picking up my tools and knowledge that you all have equipped me so well with, and I'm taking them out onto the front line and the battlefield of injustice. I'm taking them onto the front line and the battlefield of sickness and poverty, disparity, crime. I'm headed in that direction. That's where you'll find me, not causing havoc, but reconciling it. I have a ministry of reconciliation, and that is what I'm about to go and do. I am in pursuit of peace, and I am taking a proactive approach to it and not a reactive approach. So with that being said, pray for me. Pray that I remain strengthened and steadfast in this endeavor that I have been called to do. Again, I thank you. I love you to smithereens and back. Stay healthy, eat healthy, less stress, sleep, pray, and love your families like it's your last time or your last chance. Because as I know, I don't hold time in my hand. I have no control over that, just what I do with the time that's been given to me. So, email me. You'll see me on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope. At the end of this video, I'll give you all of the ways to contact me. You guys can do that. Share this with friends. Share this with others, with anyone that you think needs a word of encouragement, that needs to be encouraged to just step out on faith and do what is in your heart that you know you can do. And it's an assignment that only you can do. And that's love your neighbor as I love you and Christ loves us. God bless you all. Have a great life, and I'll see you again in the very near future, somewhere in this world. Bye.